Yes, that's true. Me used to like shake my hand.
Yeah.
Shaking my heart just keeps a bit
Yeah.
you know, you just feel okay. Hello and welcome to Unfiltered Podcast with me, Latifa.
And me, Linda.
So this is a podcast for moms by mothers. But even if you're not a mom, you can still watch it because, you know, it will prepare you. If you want to be a mom, it will prepare you. So you will know, like, you know. Anyways, before we begin our first episode, we have to give our thanks to iHub Entertainment for hosting us. We are shooting at one of their podcast studios, but they have more. They have co-working space, they have editing rooms, and many more amenities. You can go check them out at ihub.co.ke.
They're an amazing space. As you can see, it's very, very beautiful. We're so honored to be here. We're so honored to, have a space where we're going to be telling stories, mom stories, experiences, lived experiences, to kind of give you a glimpse of what the motherhood journey is all about. So we cannot wait to, welcome you into our journey, welcome you into the other moms' journeys. So maybe you can relate to a few, or maybe you can just make a decision before or when you're pregnant, and just have that kind of mental preparation on it.
And we have to give out a disclaimer. We're not doctors. We're not professionals. Anything we say on our episodes, on this podcast specifically, is just our experiences and other mothers' experiences.
Purely.
Purely. Each and every person's experience is different.
Yeah.
So you just have to find who you relate to or relate with, and you just move on from there. But we are not
they
doctors.
do say sometimes experiences are even better than an expertise.
Yeah, that's true.
Opinion.
Yeah.
So this thing came about from an umbrella motherhood community called Unfiltered Tribe, which was founded in March of this year on Women's Day. And we've been meeting every month, and now it's reached a point where we want to give moms this platform to also tell their stories, to share their experiences as well. And we are about almost 2,000 members now, and we span across the whole of the country, South Africa and Zambia. So
this is a very nice community, especially for mothers. Very, very beneficial for mothers, because once you're a mom, you are gonna want to surround yourself with mothers, because they're the only people who can understand what you're going through. Like, I know you'll have friends and they're single friends and you can talk about stuff, but when it comes to motherhood stuff, you will want to talk to another mother. You will want to hear what another mother is going through, so that you can actually understand and actually benefit from the journey. So that's what we are about. And we have this nice WhatsApp group that, if somebody is just going through something with their kid, and you can just text on the group, and people will just help you. For example, somebody's like, I don't know what to feed my kid has started eating, do you have any ideas? And we are mothers, so every mother gives them an idea, I started feeding them this, I started feeding them that, and it kind of helps you with your journey and makes it a little bit easy, because it's a very, very, very,
and
very
it's in
journey.
real time. You don't have to go to get a nutritionist, maybe book an appointment. So you get to you ask something, you get responded to right away, and also advices on the things that include motherhood, that includes relationships, and so many other things that we're going to be talking about. We're glad you're here, and let's walk this journey together.
I hope you keep on watching. This is just the beginning of this podcast and this journey, and I hope you are with us, and you stay with us, and you walk with us, run with us,
all of it,
fly with us, and you just be with us, and so that we can just go through this journey together and just talk about it. Talking really helps a lot. The more we express and talk about what we're going through, and you'll be surprised. Sometimes as a mom, you'll be at home and you're going through something, and you'll think you're the only person going through that thing. But you'll be surprised when you talk and you hear other moms, and you'll find out 10 or so moms
Yeah.
are going through the same or even worse than what you're going through.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Linda for founding this unfiltered tribe because it's been very, very beneficial.
Oh, you're so sweet. And you also find solace in realizing that you're not the only one maybe having a hard time putting a baby to sleep at 10 p.m. or at 2 a.m. So it started because I was also looking for that kind of relatability. And I'm so glad I've got to find some amazing, amazing women in the community. And yeah, I mean, now we just work with it together. Our babies are going to grow together. And yes.
And when we come back, we're going to have a special guest, our first guest on our podcast. And we're going to talk more about motherhood issues and stuff, like everything
Stay
motherhood. So
tuned.
just
Yes.
stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of our podcast, where now we have a guest. We need confetti, so if we have a guest, we just like poof, we should clean it up. We're used to cleaning our stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us, Salma.
Thank you. It's so
I'm
nice
happy
to
to
have
be
you.
here.
Well,
Yeah.
as you've heard, her name is Salma and a mom as well.
Yeah,
So-
maybe she can introduce herself.
please.
Hi everyone, my name is Salma, a mother of 2, one boy and one girl, and I'm happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you here. Anyways, let's go straight to the point.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about the things that we didn't know about motherhood. Like what shocked us once we became mothers. What made us be like, what the hell? This is
not what they
mothers do.
talked about. This wasn't
They didn't tell
advertised.
us.
Yeah, we didn't
Nobody
know.
sent a memo that it was going to be different.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the first pointer is you'll always feel worried. Do you guys worry about your kids all the time?
Every time.
Even right now?
Yes. Even now that you've mentioned it, it's like, what is he
Every
up to?
time.
What is he
Yeah.
doing? Like, is he asleep? Is he? Yeah.
What is it
We
doing?
get worried every time. When they are young, we usually get worried. Are they breathing? When they're sleeping at night.
Yeah.
Hey, niulize.
When they were newborns, they used to do that all the time. Wake
You
up.
wake up
Yes.
every
I
time
just
and
need
put
to
your
hear
hands
some.
there. And if you don't feel like they're breathing, you lift up their fingers to see the movement, and then you're like, oh, they're okay.
One time I almost woke him up because why are you not moving? Like, please.
And by the time you guys are talking about them being already out of the out in the world,
Yeah.
but the worry starts even when they're in our tummies.
Yeah.
Because if they just don't kick a little bit,
Oh yeah.
you're worried. You're
Get
like, oh, what's
worried.
wrong? Me, I used to like shake my tummy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm shaking him. Like, is
Please.
there something wrong? Yeah, because the moment they don't kick for a long time, you get worried. You're
Yeah.
worried. And by the way, the worry never ends. Until now, our parents are worried about us.
It's
Hey,
true.
yeah.
It
it's
never
true.
ends.
So it doesn't just apply to the young kids or just in
Yeah.
pregnancy, but literally
It's a
even when they're
forever thing.
adults,
Your relationship with your partner will change.
Yeah. Well, it can change in the positive, the negative.
Yeah.
But it just depends with your relationship, I think. And it's not just relationship with your partner, it's also relationships with friends.
Friends, yeah.
So I'd say like for me, I feel like it strengthened it.
Aw.
One, I think maybe because he was with me throughout the whole labor and he sweat and he was a little traumatized. And also just becoming, it affects maybe spending time together. Now you have someone in your bed, you have someone who's taking especially my attention mostly. So it's something if you don't talk about, I don't know. I think many people actually break up during that newborn and the first year of being parents, so that means a lot changes. And even sexually, I don't think that's even talked about as often. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
At mass
This is not for kids,
it's a safe
it's for
space, but it's for
mothers.
mothers. But
Put
because
your
of
kids
course,
away,
yeah,
please.
please, yeah. But they need to know either way. But not that young.
It depends how old they are.
Yeah. Sex education is very
It's very
important.
Very important, but it
Yeah.
depends on the age.
Yeah. So yeah, the first, you don't have it for the first like maybe 2 months,
2
So,
months?
Yeah, like 6 weeks and then some healing time. I don't know. I don't want to
Okay.
Please, it seems you have something different.
Like 2 months, I thought it was a long time. I thought like it's just like the first 6 weeks or something like that. But I think it depends also because it depends on how you delivered. Some people like have a tough delivery and they have like problems and they have to heal. Anyways, it just depends.
Also, if
Everything
you're
just
ready
depends.
emotionally,
Yeah.
like if you're feeling up to it as well. you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be even above 6 weeks. I've had couples who've not had it for 6 months, even.
Yeah. it's
Just
true.
because the woman does not feel ready, and especially if the man is not supportive, if the man is doing, the opposite of being a present dad, as a woman, you just don't even want to. So it depends with you. So no pressure at all. Even if it's less than 6 weeks, just know that you're very fertile and you're gonna get pregnant, even if it's and especially very, very quick, even if you're not having your period. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How did it change your relationship with your friends?
Actually, I didn't have a lot of friends during the pregnancy season. My husband was there fully, which was
Nice.
yeah, and it's different from the first one because the first one I didn't have anybody around. I was so stressed. The second one, my husband was there till now,
Oh.
which is so sweet, and I even feel like I want another one. Because when you have the support, and that is the most important thing. Yeah.
Definitely. When you have the support, you can
It
have
makes
even
you
like
want
10
to give
kids.
that man
Yes.
more
You
and
don't
more.
even feel the heaviness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unajua ukipata mtu anakwambia, can you sleep a little bit?
Yeah.
I'll be with the baby. But with the first one, I didn't have anybody at night. You even get depression, because you don't have anyone to help you with the kid.
Like offload from
Yeah.
that. And
And then the friends will be just calling you, hey, we are out having fun, drinking and everything. So it's like you don't have anybody at that time. So if your partner is there for you,
I know.
That's
I've seen
the
those memes
best.
where I've seen those memes where you have your baby and you're just holding them and they're crying, and then you're going through your friends' statuses and on a total
club.
actually that is the time. That is the time no anaenda out sana.
It's like you
There's
see
a lot
it at
of
a
functions that you can't go.
We're like, oh, seriously, guys? Now we
As in,
upload.
come on,
Now we upload everywhere. Instagram,
Gosh.
TikTok, WhatsApp. They
WhatsApp.
make sure you see it. They make
Yes.
sure.
How did it change your relationship and your friendships?
I mean, it's with me. Luckily, I only have 2 friends in this Nairobi. When I moved to Nairobi, because they're the ones that I went to with school. So fortunately, we all got pregnant at the same time. So we all it didn't affect us because it even brought us closer together because we all were pregnant at the same time. Now even our kids are playing together every time we meet. So like with my partner, of course it's the time, especially having 2 kids. With 1 kid, it's like also nishikia mini pumzike, but now with 2 kids, you have to take 1 and I have to take 1. So like at the end, we both end up exhausted because hakuna mwenye amerest. But thankfully we have help with the nanny and everything. So what I have to say is just you have to make the effort. That's what you have to make that effort. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, we have kids, we don't have time. No, you have to make the time. You have to make that effort. You have to actively
be very intentional.
Very intentional when it comes to kids. If you guys like each other and still want to be together, that's the only way it's gonna work.
Trust me, it's better to some cases are not better to raise with both, if the man is abusive or not, but it's also nice when both of you like each other and you like. I feel like partnership is really tested in parenting,
It really is. That's where you can see if you're gonna make it or not. And then the other one is like you will have a newfound sense of empathy for other moms. Like right now, in our group, like if one of the moms comes out and say the kid is sick or something happened to the kid, like you really feel it. Because as a fellow mom, you're like, oh my gosh, that child, like you feel the suffering, you're just so more empathic
Yeah.
when it comes to other people's situations.
Even to your own like mothers, your own aunties, even up to grandmothers, you try and like think of, oh, this is what you guys went through. Maybe just try and understand other mothers like more, I guess.
Yeah, and I feel even apart from being empathic with other moms, even your own kids. As for me, for example, to make Atu hivi, if my kid jumps from here to there, my heart just skips as if
Yeah.
you know, you just feel it is just uncontrollable.
Yeah.
You just feel it. Like when they jump or hurt themselves, you just feel the pain.
Your body
Yeah.
jumps.
It's just
literally.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane how you have no control. You just feel, and then when they're happy and laughing, you just have joy in your heart.
Yeah.
You just feel it, like everything.
Yeah, I think you even understand why parents say when they're proud of you, because now you're a mom.
Yes.
You're like, gosh, I've seen this baby from when they couldn't speak. Now they're saying even thank you, and you're so happy, you know. So there's that as well.
And then the most common thing about motherhood, or when you enter motherhood, is your body changes. You just look different.
Oh, completely. I mean, from the boobs, from the belly, especially like you've just given birth and now your stomach is either sagging or it remains big as well. So if you're pregnant, I hope you're not expecting that when you give birth, your stomach is gonna like go back. That's that whole thing that was there will like fall down, and your boobs. Gosh. You know how even Sidika said after breastfeeding back to back with 2 kids and she had to go and get surgery.
And she already had surgery previous to that, and she
Yes.
had to go redo it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you even stretch marks, like there's a lot of changes with your skin color, with I mean,
Yes.
there's so much. How did yours change? How do you feel like your body's changed in
any way?
Yeah.
For me, I only get fat in the right places.
Emphasis on the right places. You can see. I
Oh,
mean,
no,
it shows.
on the right places.
Yeah,
which
that's a
is
good
which is
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
But the one that Linda said, the porch,
Yeah.
it doesn't go away. It's like it reminds you, ulipata
Yeah.
mtoto, ulibeba.
Yeah.
So even if I try and work out, anyway, I was told working out and checking what I'm eating can make it reduce, but
portions.
not
But I know
going
moms who have
away.
flat tummies.
Yeah,
There's also
genes. They are
genes
good
that come in
genes.
play. Like they're
Good
good genes.
genes,
That's
yeah.
true.
There's
But I
someone
know
who
moms
can
have
go and
flat
give birth,
tummies.
and next week you look at her,
And you're like, huh?
you're like, ah, did
There's
you really
already
give
a
birth?
scar or yeah.
Nothing shows that she's a mom because she has gone back.
Those
Another
are God's
thing,
favorites.
Even your feet increase. Those are God's favorites for sure. That your feet size increases by 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Did
Like,
yours increase?
I think with one I was size 38 and now I think I'm size 39. And I'm
Really?
like, gosh, and also pregnancy does that. Another thing breastfeeding does is when you breastfeed, the body takes fat from your hips and your thighs, like where you have, the good areas or your fat from. So some moms have like a flat ass, like after breastfeeding. So bodies are different.
True. Actually, that happened to my sister, not me, because my ass has been there.
We're grateful.
My ass is it's a survivor through thick and thin. It doesn't go away. I lose weight, I gain weight, I do this.
Still there.
Still there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I saw
treasure.
that happening.
Yeah.
And after breastfeeding, I saw like she lost weight, but now like she stopped breastfeeding and now her weight is back and everything is back.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of breastfeeding, another thing that people don't tell you about motherhood is how stressful breastfeeding is.
It is
It starts with being painful. The first
very painful.
It's so crazy. Like I didn't expect it to be that painful because it's a whole crack. And then how exhausting it is the older they become.
It's just
They bite.
They start biting, even without the teeth, they start biting with their gums.
Yeah.
gums.
And then when they get the teeth, they still bite because they have not stopped yet. It depends stop for when.
And the
breastfeeding
night
is a
feeds,
ghetto.
it's
very,
really
very
ghetto.
stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, some people were even saying it's more stressful than delivery. Because with delivery, it's just a 1-day thing.
And you're done.
With breastfeeding, it's like, it depends how long you want to go.
want to,
Some even go for 2 years.
years.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yeah. But how long did you breastfeed? Are you still
I'm
breastfeeding?
still breastfeeding,
Oh,
although he's
yeah.
reduced. Oh my gosh, I'm really having a hard
Oh
time,
my
honestly.
gosh.
But it's reduced so much, like from breastfeeding almost the whole night. So he's sleeping in his room, so it's less, like maybe once even for the night. So I'm thinking, my thinking was like just give him as much until mwenye achoke na aache. I don't know if it's true. I know. But during the day he's outside the whole day, so doesn't think of breastfeeding, and at night he's sleeping in his room. Then just the one time or in the morning now. So yeah, what about you?
Both of my kids, 1 year, I stopped.
You're done. Same with you.
No. My first one, we went up to 7 months.
Yeah.
Strictly breastfeeding, no food. 7 months.
Oh wow.
So when we started food, whatever, I can't remember what we started with, but when we started food,
Yeah.
alikata. Yani
Alikata
alikata
maziwa
maziwa mwenyewe tu.
Yeah.
That was the first one. Alikata na kakata kabisa. And I still had milk for a whole, I think, 2 years, because it was my first baby. I didn't know that you should stop pumping. So every day I pump, like it's like I'm breastfeeding the baby. So the milk is not going away. I'm having a lot and I don't know what to do. And I'm scared of telling people, my mom, that
the excess. I had a people who donate to hospitals.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
People even sell.
Yeah, I didn't
Sell.
know.
People sell.
A business.
Yeah. Kuna mtu niliona TikTok ako na biashara yake, like
Yes.
she has a fridge that is just for breast milk and she just stores it and she sells it.
Yeah, I
So
saw
who
her.
buys? Is
Yeah.
it like other moms? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
most
there
moms.
are moms who give birth and they can't breastfeed.
Yeah,
some
some
they
And the baby and the first milk, the breastfeeding
It's
milk
really-
is
yeah.
very, very, very important
Yeah.
for the baby. So hata kosa mtu wa kuuzia, hata
Yeah.
akipeleka hospitali, like the newborns, the mothers have passed away.
Yeah, oh
you know.
my. I'd be scared to buy it though, because I don't know, like
Tested?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
HIV can be passed
those are
down.
HIV moms who can't
from-
But I think
breastfeed.
you just can't sell your breast milk without being tested.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I hope
And
so.
I heard
there are
that-
many diseases.
Yeah, that's true. Because
Yeah.
it's a fluid. That's a body fluid,
Definitely.
And I heard how a while back during our moms, they used to, like, your aunt will breastfeed you. So, like that
they
was a
used to do
communal,
that back in the day.
communal
Yeah.
thing. Even your grandma can do it, because as long as you breastfed once, you can always still breastfeed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
crazy.
My second one, nilimlazimisha awache.
At what?
At one.
Kumlazimisha ni aje.
Like, actually, Latifa gave me the advice.
Give me two. I know that one. Disappear.
Just disappear for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
When you disappear for 2 weeks, you come back, she won't even remember. But me, I didn't do that. I moved her from my room and moved her to another room.
Yeah.
So and she doesn't disturb. Funny thing, she sleeps throughout the night.
Yeah.
But when she's sleeping in my room, tunaamka kucheza usiku.
Gosh, she can smell. They
Yeah.
know. They know that they're around their moms. They can smell the breast milk.
Mm.
And there's statistic that says that kids behave worse when they're with their moms.
That's true.
Than when they're with other people.
You know that thing about smelling? There's a tip a mom sent. If you want your baby to not smell the milk and you're planning on stopping, you take a chilled cabbage, like a leaf of a cabbage, and then you put it on your boobs, and then it will.
It
works.
works.
I don't know if it works, but I mean, thank God you have the group, because you learn something every single day.
I've never tried that.
Yeah. Or you can have, another mom suggested you can have your friend sleep over for 2 or 3 days and sleep with the baby. Not even friend, maybe your mom or your auntie, you just guardian there.
1 week is
Somebody
okay,
try.
and they forget about
No,
it.
they actually forget.
Yeah.
They forget. They
Yeah.
completely forget.
Mhm.
Another thing is you don't love your baby right away.
I've had that.
Oh my gosh, me, I remember because with me, both of my kids was CS.
Yeah.
So I remember with my first kid, after I came out of the theater and I'm being taken to my room, and then the first thing these people are giving me a kid. They're forcibly shoving that kid on my, and I'm like, I'm from surgery. Like, I'm looking at my mom, and I'm like, to save me, because I'm like, why are they forcing this kid on me? Like, I did not want to see that child. I'm just from surgery. This is my first time. I'm just like, I'm dead, because you're dead. Half dead.
Yeah.
You don't feel your legs. I can't even feel my legs. And then you're just giving me, and then those nurses are just forcing that kid on your boobs. Oh, nyesha mtoto, nyesha
Is that
mtoto mpaka
before
lazima
they
azoe.
finish stitching you up? Like,
Yeah, I'm out of the theater.
Yeah.
So once I'm out of the theater,
yeah.
they're done stitching me
Yeah.
up. So now I'm
Okay.
taken to my
Yeah.
room. So now being in my room, instead of them giving me like time to rest, I thought I was gonna get time to rest
Oh,
since
they're
I'm
like,
just from a surgery. No, they come and then they force that kid on you. They force that kid on you. Oh, nyesha mtoto, lazima azoe, lazima sijui matiti sijui nini.
sijui ashikilia wapi.
I can't even turn around because I'm just like this, like I'm like dead like this because I'm half dead, so I can't move by myself. They move you. Me wananisongeza hivi.
That's
That is
painful.
bad.
They move you because they're like, you have to breastfeed this kid.
Oh
Me,
my
I'm like, you people
gosh.
don't know me. I don't want to breastfeed
Because
this kid.
that's crazy. Because now
And
I
I
can
survive.
bond with your child.
No, there's
when
no
it's being
bonding.
brought
Oh
like
my gosh, there's no
that.
bonding. I feel like bonding happens naturally
Yeah,
in due time.
yeah.
But it's not that forced, like the first day. No, me, I didn't bond with my kid until I don't know. I think when I came out of the hospital and we
Yeah.
were home, and now I was relaxed,
Yeah.
a little bit healed,
Yeah.
and now I actually
like,
yeah, and the milk flow was coming in,
Yeah.
and I was a little bit comfortable in my own house. So now that's when the bonding happened. Like in Kohosi, when you wanna force issues.
Aki, so moms don't feel
Oh,
guilty.
no. They make
I've
you
had
just
so
don't
many
like that.
moms who felt guilty for not feeling that bond like straight away.
Mhm.
So I hope you don't like beat yourself up if you don't feel it.
But you know, some people don't even develop it even after. Like it
Really?
takes people have to. I've seen moms who have to be taken to therapy
Yeah.
in order to
Yeah.
touch
Oh
their
my gosh.
kid.
To
Like-
touch.
They are so
Guys.
traumatized by the birth experience that it messed up their mental that they don't even want to be close to that child. So they have to go into therapy. They have to be like talked to. Like it's just a whole issue that has been like they have to go through therapy for a long time
Oh my
for them to be
goodness.
able to hold their child. That's how much but
It's
birth can be
traumatizing.
traumatizing.
And you
It
know
can
how
be very,
they
very
usually say
traumatizing.
how the newborns don't look good, but in our eyes they look good.
Oh,
So they
adorable.
say that our minds have gone through something so traumatic that it lies to us that this baby is so cute, so you don't throw them away.
I know. Because imagine
Because-
going through that and then you see that
You
kid
see
the way
another-
they are. You're like, what is this?
Please.
They look like an alien. I
They
swear they look
do.
so weird.
Yeah, they don't look
But in the
that
moment,
beautiful.
In the moment you're like, this is my angel. Like,
I
they look
know.
so cute.
I
Did
think
you
it's
bond-
because
yeah.
of the pain maybe that you have
Yeah.
gone through.
The
You
liver,
sasa- yeah. But for me, I don't think I had that before delivering the baby.
Yeah.
Even though I think nilikuwa na hiyo scare, like I didn't even want the baby anymore.
Oh my
Because
gosh,
the
yeah.
pain that you're
Yeah.
having, you know, the first one, that is my experience with the first one.
Yeah.
So your pain and you feel the pain was too much because I didn't know how this pain will be because it's the first
one.
yeah. You know, the second one, now you know how the pain
Yeah.
will be. You are preparing yourself, you're going to the gym. Unajua unajaribu kujiprepare. But the first one, it was so painful. But the moment I saw the baby, I even forgot about what I was
The pain.
thinking.
And that's
The
why we keep
negative
going back.
things, the negative things that I was thinking,
Yeah.
like why did I even get pregnant? Why am I here? I need, unajua,
Yeah, the mind does that to you. Aki.
you get a lot of negative
Yeah.
things when you're there, but
Yeah.
the moment the babies come out,
forget. I remember feeling the same
forget
thing, like
everything.
after atoke, all that
Mpaka
pain
unaomba
goes.
unasema aki asanti Mungu.
Like, it's a relief.
This is done.
And for CS, I wanted to ask, you know how I see in these TikToks how they bring the baby to your cheek.
To your
Did that
face.
happen to you?
Oh yeah,
maybe
they
too?
did.
And
They
during
brought
that
it.
time-
The first thing I asked, because they brought the baby, they don't even clean it.
Yeah,
They
like
brought
that.
it.
Yeah.
So the baby kept blood. So we go like,
And it's your
Nani
blood.
like so ni yako ni.
Like you.
I'm like, you couldn't wipe the face. Somehow the face is here with blood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
Come on.
they need to like find a better way.
They do.
So,
I'm grateful
because
this is so official.
Huwa wanapaguza kidogo.
Since before Akulete, that was like normal delivery. Yeah. I don't know why they don't do that with CS. They bring it straight.
Like straight from the source and
nakweli hapo na damu na everything. Tupe na shangana kuangalia why they not killing me up fast. Because I'm like,
they should.
Yeah, I think wanafa because when I get back to my second one, they put something here on top, alafu walimchukua tu kama wamemwekelea hapa hivi wakampanguza na hiyo whatever they had put on top of me, so wakamfunika.
Look at that,
I mean,
on her body.
Yeah.
Surely.
Sikumbuki hata walimpanguza.
Mimi nakumbuka walimchukua tu kwanza wakanipatia. First they took her and they showed me. Confirm, is it a boy or a girl? I said it's a girl. And then
like you didn't know what you're doing?
No, I knew, but I think that is the thing they do right now, because maybe you knew it's a girl and then akuje kijana uanze kuleta vita mumenipatia mtoto wa wenyewe.
Yeah, that's true. So ulizo hapo.
Yes.
Another thing that shocked me akitoka is how the head came like a spare. Why is the head looking like that?
Because it went through the birth canal, you squeeze it out. I think that's the difference between normal and CS. Because as our babies come out
as they are,
they don't pass through any canal.
Vaginal?
Yeah, so they just come out with their head intact and everything.
I remember asking what
happened to the baby?
What happened to the baby?
Yeah.
But you can just ship the head later within after 3 days atakuwa tu sawa.
It usually goes back. But when you massage, najua kuna watu hawajui, like you will see your baby and then start getting scared, like the baby's head is,
because it does look like honestly.
So when you are showering the baby, actually my mom was doing that for I think the first week. Akimwosha alikuwa ana massage the head on how you want it to be. Akishamaliza kumwosha bado ana massage and you see the head changes. Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's me with my second child. You know, that's when you have a second child, now you have the experience. So me with after having my sis with my second child, I know they were gonna pull what they pulled with my first child. But this time I was prepared. They came, brought the baby. I'm like, I don't have milk. I want you to put my baby on glucose or formula. I've authorized it. Even the pediatrician had to come. The pediatrician came in and said, I've been told you want us to put your baby on formula. I'm like, yes, that's what I said. And then I'll breastfeed. Because I know myself, I know there's no milk. My milk comes like the 3rd day.
And is that with CS? So does that happen also with vaginal?
I don't know, I think it's just like, I don't know. Maybe
did your milk come
different
right
immediately?
Different experiences.
Mi nilipatiwa like, nilipatiwa nikamweka, but it was not there for like a few hours, but ninaambia mweke tu, like they're insisting you keep on, hata avute mpaka tu ikuje.
Okay, so the other point is that you're always going to be criticized as a mom. Like every time, like unsolicited advice from strangers.
Even as adults, you know how your mom anaambiwa ayo mtoto wako, like even as an adult I think our moms are still criticized, you know, so it happens, you know, from the choices you make with that child, whether you're doing formula, whether you're breastfeeding, someone is going to have something to say about it, whether you're using a particular diaper or not, someone is going to say something.
Somebody criticized me about stopping breastfeeding at 1 year old.
That's crazy.
Like, what, at 1? No, nafaa nile kumnyonyesha mpaka 2 years old. I'm like, okay,
that's
wako nyonyesha until 2 years old. You know, as a mom, you need to do what's best for you. For me personally, I cannot. My mental health cannot take breastfeeding for 2 years.
And I feel like once you become once you become a mom, you shouldn't be like putting your beliefs or like your onto other moms. You know, you're supposed to be more empathetic and understand that, you know, experiences are very different.
And let mothers mother.
Please
the way
let
they want
them
to mother
be.
their kids.
Mi hata nikieka kwa hii career ya kifisi mbele ukitembea siweke mtoto wako nini. I'm like, I decided mimi ndo nataka angalie hivi.
There are a lot of things. If you decide to listen to people, You'll
You're
never
gonna-
raise
that's
your
true.
kid
Yeah.
well the
Even
way you want.
The way you want.
Because
Even
Yeah.
everybody has so different
Their own
opinions. So
that's
that
You know,
true.
even giving birth, everyone is different.
Yeah.
The way you give birth is not the way I give birth, is not the way you give birth.
Yeah.
But if I chose to listen to people,
Yeah.
uh,
Another thing I hate is also when moms are criticized on the way they decided to give birth.
yes.
So I
Yeah.
even heard you're never supposed to say at a normal delivery and CS delivery. Both
You're
are
supposed to
normal.
say, yeah.
Vaginal or CS delivery, because if someone chooses to do either, especially if you're a man, what are you doing? And if you're not a man, if you're not a mom, what's your business in even talking about the method another woman has decided to like bring their child to
Nowadays
the world?
we choose.
You know, you
Si
can
ka
choose.
kitambo watu walikuwa wanazalia hata kwa nyumba.
Imagine.
So nowadays we choose. If we got that option of choosing when I want to give my baby birth to my baby, I will choose. If I want to give my to give birth normally,
that's
okay. If I want to do CS, that's okay. That's my body.
People have so
Yeah.
much opinions on kids. Mpaka
I'm
waombe
telling you.
pesa. Jaribu kuomba pesa kuhusu huyo mtoto ambaye
Yeah,
they're
yes.
giving
Sasa
so much
they won't.
opinion. Now
Yeah.
we don't have.
Yeah.
They don't contribute in
Anything,
anything apart
yeah.
from criticizing.
Even the
And
vaccines
just
you want
giving
to
opinions.
use,
To
you
use.
still opinions
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
Like,
and you're not even paying for those
yeah,
vaccines.
you're not.
So why are you even like the audacity? I know the
Get-
audacity
Get
is
advice
free,
from
but
someone
use it
who is going
wisely.
to pay for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
only.
If you're going to pay for it,
Then
listen to
yeah, I
you.
will listen to you.
Gladly. Yeah.
So, and the other one is how much patience you need.
Oh.
Like when you have kids, like this is one thing we didn't know about motherhood, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I personally, and I think until now, I'm still very impatient. But when it comes to my kids,
Yeah.
like I
I
really
think you
have to be
learn,
patient.
even
You learn to
from
be
like
patient.
even before they become toddlers, from like when they cry a lot, even the newborn stage, having to like just, it's okay, like be patient enough and be like, oh, it's the diaper, maybe they're hungry, maybe they're what, like it really teaches you that patience by force. You
I
don't
taught,
have-
I taught myself the method of zoning out when they're crying. And they're not in pain, they're okay.
Yeah.
It's just them crying for
Yeah.
no reason.
I feel like that's a
I
good
just zone out.
Yeah.
So I just look at the ceiling or I just mind my own business, and you can tell they just look at me and be like, Mama, doesn't
Doesn't give me attention,
They
so they
stop.
stop.
Yeah,
they stop.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
true.
Because
thing.
you're okay, so you're just crying for no reason.
Like, don't show any emotion,
Yeah.
just actually
Yeah.
zone out.
Even
and-
if
so
actually
crying.
that is the best, because you can be washing dishes and then he or she is crying over there, you just assume ujifanye hata usikii, atakuja hapo aanze kukuvuta nguo aanze kulia hapo hivyo, anaona you don't care,
Pay attention.
ataachana na wewe
Yeah.
because you know she or he is not sick.
Yeah.
Umechange diaper, umemfeed, ako sawa, anataka tu attention yako tu, you know.
Ata in that lines, I think another thing that shocked me in motherhood is how, like, you know how that never stops. Like, how do I put it? Like, it's always gonna be you as the mom
Yeah.
to be most responsible. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah,
like, your partner might
definitely.
be there, your mom, your sister might be there, but
No, it's
the
you
way
at the
it's
end.
you, like, mtoto ni wa mama.
Yeah.
Like,
Mama.
that really, I
It's
don't know.
true.
That's
Mama.
true. That's one thing that you really need to realize
No.
if you want to become a mom. You need to know, even if you have a supportive
Yes.
partner, supportive parents, nannies, or whatever, it's always going to be you
On
with
you.
much more responsibility.
Whether you're
If that
sick.
kid is sick, it's you. If you need to be admitted in the hospital, wewe ndio utalala na huyo mtoto.
Yeah.
Like nobody else is going to be more responsible for your kid than
Yeah.
wewe
Yeah.
mwenyewe.
So a piece of just like a small advice, we always say give birth to the number of kids that you can handle.
Yes.
I
You
always
know,
tell
'cause
women that.
Imagine having 5 kids, and how do you run with 5 kids even? I'm not shaming anyone who's
No, wengine wanaweza kuhandle
Yeah.
all 5 kids by the way.
Yeah.
What we're just trying to say is that don't be that kind of woman that unazaa just because your
The man
partner
is telling
wants
you.
Yeah.
Because the men are not there. Wanakwambia mimi nataka unizalie watoto 6, watoto 7. Like can you handle watoto 6, watoto 7?
Kumbuka, you're the one
Can
going
you?
through the pregnancy.
Yeah.
You're the one gonna have to like give birth. So make sure it's something like it's your choice and it's you fully want to do it and be the
Yeah.
mom to the kids,
Yeah,
because it's a
exactly.
full-time job.
A full-time
Literally
job.
every day, every night. Even when you're sick, they don't care. They're still when you're up, or so that's something that and you have to like know and accept early enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So don't expect anyone to. You can expect, but bado itakuwa ni wewe tu. So
That's
so
the end.
That's the end.
Yeah,
Okay.
sina zingine.
Hebu nione kwa
Angaleka muko na zingine.
Mom guilt. I didn't expect mom guilt itakuwa as bad as it is.
Sorry, please set your mom guilt again. Because
Okay. That's okay. So I feel like mom guilt can become like really a part of you, and it's even in the choices you make. It's starting from even if you can have milk or not.
Yeah.
If you're not having the milk, you blame yourself, or if you decide to do a particular thing or not the other, decide to even go to work can be very difficult.
Even if you decide to take a break, sometimes you're tired and you're like, okay, I'm just going to give my mom or somebody to just take care of the kids or like take a break, and you start feeling guilty. You shouldn't be feeling guilty for that break. You need it. You need all the help that you can get. You need all the breaks that you can get because motherhood is exhausting. It's draining. It drains. And sometimes you don't even realize how much it's draining you. Mpaka una reach your breaking point. Because you just slowly, because kids are blessing. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes they can feel like leeches just sucking your blood. And you don't
literally
until paka uko like anemic, uko like, oh my gosh,
what's happening?
Now this is too much. You reach like your breaking point.
Gosh.
So like take as many breaks as you can and don't feel guilty about it. Your kids need a happy mom. That's all they need.
And sometimes even the guilt can come from maybe your baby has even fallen and you are not there. Some things don't even involve you, but you feel the guilt, or sometimes you lose your patience, and then now when they sleep you're like, oh my gosh, why did I
scream at them like
you're
that.
not a bad mom, like you're human and it happens. And no experience happen. You don't
you don't feel guilty at all.
I
with
do.
your kids.
I do. I do feel guilty every time. Every time because
but you need a break. Me, I leave my kids. I started leaving my kids when the first one was like 1. I thank God I have like a good support system with my parents, because my mom and my dad. So I just drop them at my parents' house and I travel as much as I can. Hata nikirudi, I'm like refreshed. I've missed these kids. I'm like ready to get back in the mom mode, because
you've gotten that release at least.
The breath that I needed.
Recharge.
Exactly. Recharge.
And it is good to give yourself that break. Najua we don't. Utapata, we struggle a lot with these babies and we don't want to give ourselves break. Break is very, very, very important. Kaa ukijua kama hata una mtu wa kukuangalilia mtoto akilia hata kufa. Give yourself a break of 5 to 10 minutes. Najua, as long as you've breastfed the baby or the baby has eaten well, diaper is clean, unajua mtoto tu yuko sawa na hauna help yoyote, you can keep the baby aside, because sometimes unaweza chukua mtoto and you harm the baby your time during that time. You're frustrated, hauna mtu wa kukusaidia, haujaoga, haujakula, you look like a homeless person.
I'm telling you, motherhood is a struggle. So
that's
if
the other thing. You just look like a homeless person. I'm telling you, with my first kid, I had to shave my hair because I didn't have time to go to the salon. I swear, it was between two things. It's either I take care of this kid or take care of my hair. And you're like, just a kid.
I mean,
but you see, you can give yourself that break. Like if you have someone to check after the baby and the food is there, and the person will be okay with the baby. You can give yourself that 30 minutes, 1 hour. You go fix your hair, look good, feel good about yourself. Come back home. Hata ukiona mtoto uko sawa. But when you're staying with that baby the whole time, Monday to Monday, without giving yourself that tiny break,
go crazy.
That's happened, or depression inaingia. You start thinking about negative things.
Gosh.
Yes.
And there's this anxiety that comes with motherhood. So
so it's very, very important to give yourself a break. Hata pia house help wako mwenye anaangalia mtoto wako, sometimes it's good to get the baby. Kama wale wa kuachia house help mtoto kila wakati, sometimes it's good to get the baby because they can shake the baby ile analazimisha kulala and they hurt the baby.
Yeah.
These babies are delicate.
Yeah.
The head,
The
brain,
the shaken baby
syndrome.
Yeah. You know, the brain is still not that connected to
Yes.
to it, so that heart shaking can change their lives.
Na hiyo huwa ina happen when we are mad.
And then you
And we're
regret it
exhausted.
after.
You know, it usually happen when we're exhausted. Unaona umeamka usiku kama mara 5. Ni nini mbaya na wewe? Kulazimisha ulale.
That's when you shout.
You shout. Ujue unaumiza huyu mtoto.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing difference changes from the baby. You start asking yourself, ili happen when? It started when you shaked that baby.
Gosh, so be careful.
When you're exhausted, when you're tired, when you feel like you need that 20 minutes, 10 minutes, put the baby down. Unajua hata anguka, mweke vizuri, mpenye unamuona tu. Relax.
Because another thing is when you're frustrated and you're trying to calm the baby, haezi kuwa calm.
Hata kwa
They
calm.
sense your frustration.
Yes.
You need to be
very
calm
true.
in order to calm that baby.
Yeah.
Because when you're holding them, umekasirika, sulale. They sense you. They sense like mama is not at ease.
Actually,
so
they
how can I
become
be
worse.
at ease?
Yeah.
So now they end up being more frustrated.
Yes.
So amusaidiani hapo, nothing is happening.
Oh my
So now you
goodness.
just need to put the baby down, relax. You know, wusa, yoga,
Yes.
calm
Yeah.
down.
And go back.
Yeah.
And what they say
To the
about
pregnancy.
happy mom, happy baby,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
very,
that's
very
true.
true.
That's true.
Very, very
Yeah.
important.
Yes, so this has been an amazing session, and we're so glad that you guys have listened. I hope you've been able to take a few things, relate to a few of the things. If you have others, comment as well. And
Yeah, that's it. That is with me, Latifa.
And Miss Alma.
and me, Linda.
And
And this is the Unfiltered Podcast.